mean, I don't know why y'all shocked. Simone, you worked with me. You called me an OG organizer, so you know that I gets down, right? And so we knew we were going to win. We did not expect to win by that much, but this is just good old grassroots organizing, and you have to go out and talk to people. Organized people will beat big money each and every day of the week, and we showed that on last night.
Representative Nixon, could you talk about your decision to adopt the Democratic Socialist label? Because you've had a couple interviews today, and you have said it's not about the label, it's about the policies. But it was a choice to align with the DSA, and you did it fairly recently during this primary. So why did you make that decision? And do you consider yourself aligned with the Democratic Socialists today?
Yeah, so I think it's important to note I did recently make the decision to join the DSA. I also recently made the decision to join the Working Family Party, as well as become a lifetime member of the NAACP. And that is because those organizations are working hard in our communities to actually push back on these big corporations that are keeping us down and that are hurting us. At the end of the day, all of these organizations, the main through line is that they believe in our rights to voting. They believe in our rights to have access to quality health care. They believe in our rights to have access to a good quality public education. And so I am going to, join any organization that wants to push back on these big corporations and these greedy billionaires who unelected Ashley Moody, as well as Donald Trump actually, look out for. It's very frustrating because Donald Trump and Ashley Moody and many other Republican lawmakers in Washington, D.C., they are working less and less and less, and they're getting richer. And meanwhile, everyday people across this country are working harder than ever, and they're still struggling just to stay afloat. And so right now, I believe that what we're witnessing all across this country, as well as in the state of Florida, is people are ready for something different. They are ready for someone that is putting people first, and not these billionaires, not profits, not the party, not politics, but actual hardworking people.
Representative, one follow-up on that, because I'm struck by the fact that you said you joined DSA, you joined the NAACP, you joined the Working Families Party. So did you join DSA? Is this about the organizing capacity and less about the issues? Because even today, like Republicans across the country, but especially the Republican Senate Campaign Committee, they are coming out hitting you as a socialist. It's not aligned with Florida values. But the answer you're giving today makes me feel like it's not about the socialists. It's about the organizing capacity. Is that accurate?
It's actually about the issues that they care about the most, right? And DSA they didn't help me on my campaign. They didn't endorse me and anything like that. But I am in somewhat of alignment with some of their platform issues. And I want to be clear, I'm not in alignment with everything that the Democratic Party is in alignment with, especially when it comes to like the leadership. Hakeem Jeffries just stated that he's not really supportive of Medicare for all. I am. And so I believe that the Democratic Party is, however, this big, large tent, and we need to be welcoming to people who really want to put people first. And that's what it all boils down to me, is the needs of people and not just labels.
State Representative, it's good to meet you. I talked last night just after David Jolly gave his victory speech to be the top of the gubernatorial ticket for the Democratic Party. And I asked him a very specific question of whether a former Republican congressman can win on the same ballot as a state representative Democratic Socialist. And he told me, quote, "We're going to find out. She's a fighter and leaves it all on the field. She goes in every room talking about what I was talking about. Angie is out there fighting for those same values. I think she and I have very different approaches to this." I'm going to ask you the same question. Can the two of you win on the same ballot in November, despite being on different ends of the Democratic Party?
I believe we absolutely can. And again, that goes back to the fact that the Democratic Party is a big tent party, and we really just care about putting the needs first of everyday people. And we are kind of the yin and yang, right, in regards to who we outreach to and who follows us. And I think he's going to pull some people in that I wouldn't necessarily pull in, and I'm going to definitely pull some people in that he wouldn't pull in. And we can run as an unofficial slave slate, as an official slate, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, I know that we need to make sure we stop Byron Donalds in his track. And we need to get rid of unelected Ashley Moody, who really is only looking out for her campaign donors, who also allowed $10 million to be diverted away from medically needy kids to help defeat 2 ballot initiatives that would have improved the health of many Floridians. But she decided to use that money to defeat those ballot initiatives. And so we don't need that. That is so corrupt. It is what Donald Trump is supportive of, and is what people are really tired of here in our country.
You know, the OG strategist in me is like, okay, she won this primary. You raised, I think, about $1.3 million throughout the entire primary. The strategist in me is saying the energy in the campaign is obviously clear in a primary. The general is very different. I'm wondering, do you have any finance numbers that you can share with us that have happened over the last 24 hours? What is the fundraising been like? Because I do think fundraising is an indicator of how many people are paying attention and wanting to support what's happening.
Yeah, for sure. So we are super excited to announce, I'm going to give you an exclusive because you are my good old friend, Simone. We are nearing $1 million raised within this 24 hours. And so we are super excited about that. We have the momentum to take us all the way through to November 3rd. And I am looking forward to Ashley Moody. Oh, I can't even pronounce the lady name because, she ain't doing a job. But I'm looking forward to her becoming, starting to call me her next U.S. Senator. So it's going to carry on with this momentum, and we are looking forward to knocking on more doors, having conversations with more voters, and bringing people into the fold with this people-powered campaign.